Hello everybody. Thank you for meeting me at my favorite local artisan coffee shop. Today we're gonna drink coffee and paint a portrait of some guy that I saw in line at the coffee shop and talk. So grab yourself a coffee, open up your sketchbook, and let's chat. So this guy, this portrait I'm painting was inspired by, he had what I call Facebook eyes, when you can just see the strings of motivated reasoning being pulled in someone's brain. It's like this gleam in their eye, a hateful glare. Hateful, but with strong notes of sarcasm and irony, strong notes of a cynical superiority. It's like angry, I forgot what I was gonna say. He had a clothing accessory which advertised which ideological cult he belongs to. So I'm not entirely making assumptions. And I actually noticed the accessory after I noticed the Facebook eyes. I noticed the Facebook eyes and then I started looking for clues. I recorded this video in late August. I'm talking right now in early September 2021. There's a haunting aroma of apathy and nihilism floating around. Things feel like they're falling apart from the local level to the national level to the global level. And then you see that hateful glare in people's eyes, that ironic, cynical, hateful glare. Facebook has these commercials on TV now, and it's always like some hip, cool, alternative people connecting. And the idea is they're going to collaborate on something cool and make good change in the world. But if that commercial was real, it would show people becoming members of conspiracy cults and joining militias. So sick of all these gigantic anti-human corporations making "let's change the world for good" commercials. It's like, oh yeah? Make change for the good, huh? Where are your shoes being made again? Like what are the nets outside the building where the people make your products? What is that net there for again? Oh, to save their bodies from hitting the ground because they jump out the window because they hate their lives. Oh, okay. How much did you spend campaigning on that bill that ensures you don't have to pay your workers decently? Oh, but we should all work together to make better good for the world or whatever. Yeah, okay. All right. I apologize for ranting. There's just this feeling in the air. You see it in people's eyes. So I'm going to recommend some stuff I like and rave about some good stuff. I hope you will find something you like in here. The last podcast on the left has a 5-part series on the Black Plague. It's super interesting, hilarious, and I couldn't recommend it highly enough. I love the last podcast on the left. It's a great thing in the world. I read Quentin Tarantino's novelization of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I loved that movie when it came out, and I loved reading about the characters more. I appreciate Quentin Tarantino's mind for being able to build this alternate universe that I could live in for about a week. Thank you, Quentin Tarantino. I watched the movie Love and Mercy about Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys on Hulu. It gave me a new appreciation for their music. It gave me a new appreciation for music that I never cared for much before and never gave a chance. But I'm glad that I live in a world where I can stream movies on Hulu and where I can discover art from older generations and appreciate it and feel connected to people from another era. There's a music writer named Lars Gottrich who has a playlist on Spotify called Viking's Choice. which introduces me to music that I love and I never would have found without him. And I feel my life is enriched through his curation and through the work of the artists that he shares with the world. The world feels like it's falling apart, and we have to do what we can. But when it feels like we can't, or other people won't, we have to find a way not to despair. I do that primarily through meditation practices, but also through exploring art, movies, books, music, podcasts. They aren't just ways to bury your head in the sand as the world collapses. They're ways of connecting with people that you'll never meet, appreciating that people are good, even though people also have Facebook eyes. We have to learn to appreciate each other, because at the end of the day, we're stuck with each other.
Signs of inspection, report these individuals immediately to law enforcement. Closely monitor news reports and local radio or TV stations and law enforcement. Assist neighbors who may need help. Avoid passing on unconfirmed information and rumors. If you come in contact with the infected, seek medical